Hey everyone, welcome to Crypto India, and this is your host Shiv again. And in this video today, we'll be going through Walton Chain. And the reason is that in the last 10 days, the Walton Chain has grown from $1 to $6.63. And honestly, to me, it looks like it has a great potential. So I can't don't quote me on the price, but I think it has really great future. I think this price is still undervalued for this technology, Walton coin. Again, having said that, this is not an investment or financial advice. uh, this is just my personal opinion. So the reason of this doing this video today is, if you look at the Walton Chain price on 21st of September, which was $1.30 or $1.20, something like this. And today is what, 4th of October. So just in 14 days, in fact on 2nd of October, it touched about $8.72, which is a growth of $7. So right from $1 to $8, that is, and just in 14 days. And this brings me to this calculation. So let's say we will calculate $1 per Walton coin on 21st of September. And so let's say you had 1000 Walton coins, which will be, let's say it's $1 each, so which is 1000 of investment. So the same investment becomes 7000 as of today. In fact 8000 as on 2nd of October. So a profit about $6,000 just in 10 to 15 days. This is huge. Around 4 lakh or something. Almost you have multiplied your investment by 7 times. And this is what reminds me of Neo, because Neo was about $10 in August, I guess, or July, and then so from Ant shares they rebranded it to Neo, and just in 1 month from $10 it jumped to 45 US dollar. And it is a similar thing. I think this is still undervalued, so it has great potential, and I'll tell you why I say that. Let us have a look at the total supply of this is about 100 million WTC Walton coin. And let's have a look at their website. So basically this was a Chinese ICO. This is again a Chinese blockchain. And the reason I say that, when you actually jump onto their website, you will have the Chinese language here. This is basically a notice for the Chinese investors. Let's translate this. Because as you remember, the China had asked all the ICOs to refund money back to the investors. So this applies for the Chinese investors. Let's close this. Let's have a look at their official website. So this is their official.
价值物联网
By the way,
构建现实世界与区块链完美结合的商业生态链，引领人类全面进入可信赖的数字化生。
Yeah, this is the Chinese. This is the Walton white paper that I just downloaded, and so this is their official website. This is the roadmap. Again, this is in Chinese language. So let's have a look at this resource, which is on bitcointalk.org. And so the only exchange which is being traded on is Binance. Binance is relatively a new exchange, but seems to be doing pretty well. This is how the Binance looks like, by the way. And Binance exchange also have their own coin, which is BNB. So let's not mix these two. This is just an exchange. So in case you are planning, you will be able to find Walton Chain on Binance, and this is how it looks like. Okay, let's go through the product. What is Walton altogether? So Walton is derived from Charlie Walton, who was born in California, died on November 30th, 2011, as the inventor of RFID technology. So Charlie Walton was the inventor of RFID technology. What is RFID technology? First of all, let's see that. So RFID stands for radio frequency identification. It uses electromagnetic fields to automatically identify and track tags attached to objects. So there's another resource here which I found very useful. It says the Walton Chain ecosystem combines blockchain, RFID technology to significantly streamline the management of supply chain. Okay, so let's have a look at what is RFID used for currently. So if you see here, RFID is used in sports, libraries, in shops, in transportation. If you see a video here, there's a very smart video that talks about RFID uses. And the reason I'm taking you guys through this is because just to show you this to me this seems like a real product. Let's have a look at this one.
The time factor plays a key role in the process of getting a product from its manufacturer to its point of sale, because time is money. RFID, radio frequency identification, is a new technology that significantly increases the efficiency of this process chain. With RFID, data are transferred without physical contact. In addition, RFID helps positively identify shipping units. In an instant, valuable information is recorded and utilized on an international scale. This example demonstrates how it functions in practice. The process chain begins with production and continues by way of a central warehouse onto the retailer.
Alright, so this video was on the use of RFID, radio frequency identification. This video is not for Walton Chain, but what I'm trying to show is that how RFID technology is being used already, and this is the first blockchain that I know of which is made to serve this purpose. And they are combining three technologies, which is blockchain, RFID, and Internet of Things, because as you guys know, the Internet of Things is the next big thing, wherein the objects will be you will be able to move the objects with your electronic devices, things like that. So this is let's go through the rest of the news of Walton Chain. So this is the roadmap that they have. Right from November 2016 is when they started working on the project. They recently had an ICO. The ICO is already over now, and they have a roadmap till 2020 here. So very clear-cut roadmap. This is the introduction to the team. This is a real picture of what is the team comprises of. Specializing in, so if you see here, yeah, this is what I was mentioning here. The team is comprised of specializing in the integration of blockchain, Internet of Things, and RFID technology. The team members include Chinese and Korean elite talents from the circles of business, academy, and investments. Let's go further a little bit. So it says that what is Walton Chain? Walton Chain is a genuine, trustworthy, and traceable business ecosystem with complete data sharing and absolute information transparency. It is created by the combination of technologies of RFID and blockchain. This is very interesting. That is why I said it looks very promising to me. It definitely looks like it has a long way to go, and it's definitely a long-term investment in my opinion. So yes, so the total supply is about 100 million coins, and the ICOs are already over, so you're not going to talk about ICOs. Let's have a look at this. See how the money raised will be distributed. So they have given a very transparent description of how the money is going to be distributed here, allocated rather. So you have 15% for R&D, testing and production of RFID tag chips, and then 20% here, 15% here, 15%, 20% here, salaries and rewards 20%. So very transparent when it comes to fund allocation, and this is what we should look for in an ICO, right? What kind of chips are involved in Walton project? It involves two types of chips, the RFID chip and the reader written main control chip. What is value of Walton coin? It can be used as currency to purchase related commodities. It can be used as a unit of measurement. So I will leave the link. I think these are the very important information about Walton chain, and especially if somebody is going to be investing into Walton chain, this is the must-go information. So yeah, so overall it looks very promising project. I would definitely like to hear your opinion. What do you think about this Walton chain? Looking at the growth in the last 12 days, I think it definitely will go even further in the next 2 or 3 months. So probably once they start having a real use cases. I don't think that will take time, because supply management is anyway wherein we need to use these kind of technologies. So just my opinion, it looks a promising one to me. Do let me know in the comment box below, how did you find Walton chain, and what do you think about this product altogether. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't hit the subscribe button, go ahead and click on subscribe so that you don't miss out on important information, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much.